billion people on Earth, half of us, women, share something so powerful, it literally creates life. And yet, for so many of us, our pain goes ignored, undiagnosed, and untreated. Anatomy of Her presents the truth about endometriosis. Let's start off simple. What is endometriosis? Endometriosis is a disease where tissue similar to the lining of the uterus, the endometrium, grows outside of it. Put simply, tissue that doesn't belong where it doesn't belong starts growing in places that it shouldn't. It can grow anywhere: the ovaries, fallopian tubes, and even on the tissue lining of the pelvis. Imagine if your teeth started to grow out of your face. That'd be really uncomfortable, right? Well, trust me, endometriosis is way more uncomfortable than anything you can imagine. Okay, so some tissue isn't where it's supposed to be. That's not the real issue. I mean, it is an issue, of course, but the real problem is that the tissue still acts like it's in the uterus. It thickens, it bleeds, it tries to shed, but there's nowhere for that blood to go. So it stays, builds up, and it scars and causes inflammation. Inflammation is swelling. Swelling means pain. For many women, this pain comes in patterns every month, like a period. But it's not regular period pain, which is already the kind of pain that makes you want to miss school, work, and life altogether. It's even worse. Some symptoms that women go through include severe menstrual cramps, which is basically period cramps on 10, stomach or back pain during or in between your period, pain during sex, pain while using the bathroom, spotting or bleeding in between periods, heavy, super heavy periods, and in some cases, you can even develop infertility. And the heartbreaking part is, besides the pain, too many women are told it's just in their head and that it's normal and that the pain is a rite of passage as a woman. But in reality, we're being gaslighted into thinking that nothing is wrong, causing mental pain on top of the physical pain. In fact, the pain is very real. Endometriosis affects an estimated 10% of women of reproductive age worldwide. That's over 190 million women. These women live with this pain of inflammation, and in many cases, they're silent about it because they don't know what to do. In some cases, it may even be taboo to talk about. Another crazy part of that statistic is that only 5 to 10% of women are formally diagnosed with endometriosis. That means millions of women are walking around with pain without answers, without support, without a name for what they're going through. Not to mention, not all cases can even be accounted for because not all women are accounted for. Let's go back to the body. What's happening inside? When endometriosis spreads to the ovaries, it can create what we call endometrial mass, cysts filled with old blood, and I'm sure it feels just as uncomfortable, if not more, as it sounds. It can also form adhesions, fibrous bands that cause organs to stick together like Velcro. Your organs sticking together. They can twist, pull, and strain at your organs. Imagine your intestines or uterus stuck in the wrong place and tugging at each other. Endometriosis doesn't just hurt physically. It messes with dreams, relationships, future plans. It can make you infertile, for goodness sakes, and your career. Too many of us had to suffer in silence, and too many were told to tough it out, that it wasn't even real, that it was in their head, or maybe they just had really bad cramps, something that all women go through. In reality, I feel like with enough research, this issue could be solved. It is shown that male pattern baldness has more research done for it than endometriosis. If that's not a health disparity, I don't know what is. Because of the lack of research, it takes an average of 7 to 10 years for a woman to be diagnosed. And for Black women and women of color, that number can be even longer. Bias in healthcare, lack of access, and being dismissed contribute to delays in diagnosis. Now, I know this may sound discouraging, especially if you feel like you're a woman who may be going through this, but I'm here to tell you that there's definitely hope. While there's no known yet cure for endometriosis, there are treatments, hormonal therapy, pain management, and in some cases, there's surgery to remove the excess tissue. The key is early detection, learning our bodies, and advocating for ourselves. If you feel pain, talk to your doctor about it, and be adamant. That's what they're here for. They're here to help you. We believe that women should advocate for themselves to get the care that they need. At Anatomy of Her, we believe every woman deserves to know her body and be heard. That's why we're educating our community with information and support resources. No one has to walk this path alone. Women of any age should know what's going on with their health. And that is why we created Anatomy of Her, to advocate, to teach all women, specifically young women, about their bodies and how to advocate for themselves in a healthcare setting. Our goal is to make sure that no one is not seen anymore and everyone is heard. Endometriosis is real. Your pain is real. And together, we can change the way the world treats women's health. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. Please share this video, donate or sponsor, learn more about ways to uplift women's health education, and join Anatomy of Her if you're a high school student who is interested in medicine. All of our socials are linked below. You can add questions and any other video topics that you think we should cover. Know your anatomy, the Anatomy of Her.